wallet. The GTR is very dirty, but it is almost perfect. The last few things to finish this car off, which is quite a major thing, is a clutch. So if you remember from the video that we filmed on this car where we tried to make it a 10-second car, which we did successfully do, it could actually be quicker than that if the clutch wasn't slipping. And the clutch is only slipping on 2nd gear, 4th gear and 6th gear, because there's 2 clutches in this, and one for even gears and one for odd gears. There's a big issue about this with Nissan is you can't actually buy clutches from Nissan. You can't buy anything for a gearbox for the GTR from Nissan. Like, if I ring up Nissan GTR now and say, can I have a clutch? They'll say, that's 30 grand, mate. I'm like, why? They'll be like, well, they'll tell me that you have to buy a full gearbox because they don't sell anything inside the gearbox separately, which is just bizarre. That means that the gearbox are a one-time use, lifetime thing. We've got to fix a clutch without buying a whole new gearbox, which we kind of done and kind of haven't done. And then the GTR is pretty much complete minus a clean. And this has been an absolutely sick car. And you'll find out what I'm doing with it at the end of this video. I do really like this car, and like Matt knows as well, and my dad knows everyone how much I like this car. So it's going to be an upsetting video as well. First step, get in the unit. This is how to start a GTR. Listen to this!
This car suits you perfectly.
Like, this car's sick. And I could do that, like, if you don't want that, I can actually switch the map. So if I press cancel here, I can go on to 3, 1. 1 is pop and bang, 2's for 95 run fuel, 98 and 99 run fuel. And like, I can do all that, switching that. That is sick. I really like this car. I wasn't expecting it to like it this much. I was never a fan of GTRs. It was like one of them BMX cars, innit, that like some BMXers had. And I thought, oh, it's sick, really, that's sick. Got one. And I realised why they're so popular. They are absolutely sick. They're heavy cars, but they don't feel heavy when you're driving them. And it's rapid as well, isn't it?
This thing is rapid.
It's absolutely rapid. And it's going to be even more rapid when we change the clutch. Because it's going to have more, it's not going to have as much slip. It's so dirty, but again, it's good for a daily car as well, isn't it? Because 4-wheel drive, speed.
And it's wrapped.
And it's wrapped as well, yes, it's protecting the paint. Some people don't like British Racing Green. I feel like the people that don't like British Racing Green are older people, because shut up. But if you don't like British Racing Green, you can actually peel the wrap off. We're off. Here it is, underneath. So, on a Nissan GTR, for balance, and part of the reason why I think it drives so good, because all the cars that I've driven which do drive really well. So you have the engine at the front, but this is 4-wheel drive, so to get the big balance, the gearbox is at the back. That way it gives it like a 50-50 balance. You've got big weight at the front, big weight at the back, drive shafts at the back, drive shafts at the front, nicely balanced car, which means that the clutches are inside this part of the gearbox here. Now, we'll show you our solution to that later, which you might just be able to see just down there. And we'll explain about that in a minute. But for now, what we need to do is try and get this clutch out and the gearbox out. We've been told by Litchfield to lower the whole subframe and everything down at the back. So that means this big exhaust has got to come off and everything underneath it's got to come off. And we can lower it all down, I think. That's going to be our best bet. This car was really clean and ice blasted everything before I drove it, but UK weather does this to your car, so it is what it is.
Nothing to do with where you drive it then?
No, I just drove it on the wet roads.
As you took it around this field?
Only once. These ones, what are they? 10s?
13s.
No, it's a Japanese car.
That's 13.
It's got to be a 12.
Oh, that's bad luck. You put a 13 on a Japanese car.
Isn't it a 12?
They're 13s.
But Japanese don't use 13. They don't even have 13 room numbers in hotels because they say it's bad luck.
Well, all I can say is then, this car must be bad luck.
Oh no.
What the hell? Ah! Oh yes, look at the speed and dynamic.
Oh look, the tea lady's here.
Anything for the trolley? Seen this week that all the Carrera GTs have been recalled.
Yes. Do you know why?
The suspension corroding and new tyres. Put new tyres on. And also, if you're a robber, it'd be a good time to rob Porsche now, wouldn't it? Because there'd be loads of Carrera GTs at Porsche sat there at the monitor. Wow!
You're supposed to be saying.
If a load of Carrera GTs go missing, you're the culprit now.
Know what my advice to the robber is?
What?
Pick one that's been done already.
Do you know you asked about Matt driving his car on the field?
Yeah.
That was a country road.
That looks like a bird's nest.
That was country road. Take off a ground cable. Rule number 1, when working in the MA workshop, if a bolt can go back in that you've just taken out, put it back in. Rule number 2 is if it can't go back in, put it somewhere, and to remember where you put it, you have to move. So like what I always do, we always lose the phones around here and stuff. So like you put your phone down, and then you go, move, phone's there. Then you remember it was there because you're like, oh, when did you last move? And you're like, oh, I remember when you moved because it was there. That's our best technique. We were really impressed by this exhaust, weren't we?
This was a good fitting exhaust.
It was a good fitting exhaust, yeah. And it's handmade by the guys at Litchfield. The best thing, we didn't even get paid to say that.
Did you get paid to wear that hat?
No. I just like Litchfield.
Tony, whoa!
What's that held on there with?
Nothing. Absolutely
I took
nothing.
it off. I took it off. That is why I'm starting to like Nissan more than Audi. How good was that coming off?
Do you like Nissan more than Audi?
You can't say, he's going to say no, but he's not driven it.
Ah.
I never liked it until I've driven it.
If nobody realised, the under trays are on.
The under trays are off, which is now exposed. The gearbox and the differential here, which is at the back. So all of the gears are here, and then the clutches we think are in the front here. Well, we know they're in the front. And you have a front wheel drive clutch. Then you have the big boy clutch for the rear. We got told to change both whilst we're there. Off is coming the heat shield. What do you reckon? How many times are we gonna take stuff off and put it back on again? Oh.
Hopefully once. Are you okay there?
I did legs at the gym.
Do you go gym?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, you never mentioned it.
No.
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 Tony, did you know that Matt goes gym?
I did, yeah, and I knew that you had a Ferrari as well.
I've got a Lamborghini.
Go for that one. Oh, did you see a comment on TikTok saying that, oh yeah, the cameraman comes from wealth and he just videos on Matt's channel because
I'm bored.
Yeah, just for fun.
Do I sound like I come from a rich family?
No.
Sweating.
How can you sweat when it ain't done out? That'll drop down.
Yeah.
But when you put the gearbox back in, you'll remember to push that up.
We can remember that. Moo.
Do you know when you moo, does it override your last move? So will you forget the last move?
No, because I remembered the last move. I moved there.
Yeah.
And I know I moved there for no reason because I've just stored that saved memory. But I moved there. I didn't even put anything on there, but I moved and I remember that toolbox. Oh, I remember the last time I moved before that.
Yeah.
I put my glasses on the table, which has got that font on in my hallway.
Yeah.
And I shouted to Hannah, I was like, Hannah, take glasses on the table next to the font in the hallway. Moo! That was the last time I remember. Oh my God, you're doing that.
What's he doing? He's just crimping lines now.
Blur it.
You ain't got any proper pipe clamps, have you?
So they're gonna have
They've
holes
got
in.
to serve the purpose.
Now I'm taking off this brace because it's going to be in the way of lowering the gearbox down because it's going to hit it. Someone did a funny comment on the Gallardo video.
What did they say?
I told me, so you know, because my TikTok hack where I use the zip ties instead of them clips.
Yeah.
They said, and loads of people
What
like
about
it.
the air thing?
What was it?
Now it's going to look like I'm taking a mickey out of it. Yeah. Some people are right in the comments and some people, I don't know what they're smoking. They said, because I didn't use the proper clips in the door card and used zip ties,
Yeah.
my TikTok hack to hold the wiring in there, it no longer seals an airtight seal between the door and where the window is. So my crash sensor inside the door card would be at the wrong pressure, so it would set an airbag off of the car, in the car, yeah?
Right.
Yeah, so it might discombobulate it. One, where have they got that information? And two, if your window's open, you're going to have a completely different
air pressure
anyway.
And if it's shut and you slam your door,
And if you
it's going to set the
and if you slam your door, it doesn't work off air pressure. The crash sensor does not work off air pressure. Like, I don't know where, but the thing is, there was a lot of people like saying, "Oh yeah, Matt needs to see this kind of thing." But I don't know where they've got the information from.
It's got a lot of like.
I know, it's one of the top comments. And another thing, there's no crash sensor even in the door.
No, there isn't.
So it's gone from the top. But even if there was, it wouldn't matter whether you've got a door card on, a zip tie in, or a clip in. It wouldn't affect that crash sensor at all. The crash sensor is done on an impact, not on a vacuum or air pressure or whatever he said. Else, it would change if you go up a mountain, if you open the door, slam the door. I don't know where that information's came from. But it's got 608 likes, which is crazy. I can't believe these people are real. Right, do we know which way they go back on?
No, because they ain't took any off yet.
Oh, do you know last night?
Yeah.
I think cow was...
Think what?
I think a cow was dying. We went out and was like, how quiet is it? Next thing... Something like that. It then, again, it went... She's like, what the hell?
Do you know what they've done? They took a bolt out and put it down. Gearbox cooler pipe, this is.
Coming off.
Hopefully.
Whoa!
Pipe off. Do you think my bucket might be falling off his hand? Second pipe coming off.
Whoa!
More mess.
Whoa! 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 Before I disconnect the electrical connections, because this car could have a absolute paddy fit, I'm gonna disconnect the battery because I think that's the most sensible thing to do.
I've already disconnected electrical connections.
Disconnecting the battery like it says in the Haynes manual. Oh, there we are. Boom! This is a plug for all the electronics inside the gearbox.
Looks like a weird plug.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it? It looks like a washing machine plug or something.
How was your weekend, Tony?
It's all right.
What did you do?
I went to Funtington.
Oh yeah, what did you do there?
Was it fun?
Had fun.
Wow, dad joke.
And then we went to West Wittering Beach.
You went to the beach?
Yeah.
Did you get your Speedos on?
It's a bit cold for that.
Did you have your wetsuit on?
Have you ever been in the sea with a wetsuit?
Yeah, of course.
It's mad, isn't it? Do you know, I went in wetsuit, wet gloves and wet shoes.
Yeah.
When I was in Cornwall and we went surfing in March. And you can't feel the cold at all, can you? You don't feel cold.
No, it's like insulated.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be freezing, but like you go in and it's just like immune to it. Can't believe that.
It's amazing.
I was thinking this was crazy. Why aren't all plugs just like that? Just do the old twister. Right, this line here, the cable, is going to the shifter here. This is the shifter that decides whether it's in park. I've just put it in park, neutral, or reverse and drive and all that stuff, aka the Prindle. They call it Prindle on TikTok, don't they? P-R-N-D, the Prindle shifter.
Where's the ill part then?
That's just what they call it.
Oh, I know what it is. L, low gear.
Ah, yeah. So that comes out, vital bit of equipment that. And then the grand finale, that. And then, abiding by workshop rules, all goes back in. Out that comes, that holds the cable in its little bracket. Then, let's get this cable out. Yay! The Prindle cable. So, the gearbox, the differential, and all the clutches and everything is all going to come down as one big piece with this subframe here, and the brakes and everything is going to come down as one big piece. The one thing we are worried about is that's a lot of weight. So as soon as we remove that weight, we don't want the car to just tip forward. So I think we might just put something on the front just to make sure it doesn't fully tip. The one thing we are going to keep on the car are the brake calipers. We're going to take them off here and hang them on the car. That way then we don't have to re-bleed the brakes and everything can go on. The calipers can stay on with the brake lines. So next step is to do the calipers. Then we can start lowering it down, which we think we've got a plan. Right, calipers off. And I'm just hanging it up here so we don't strain the brake line. But by doing this, we can lower all this down now. Next thing, I'm going to remove this bolt here because the shock absorber is going to stay on the car. We're not going to bring that down because if you remember, to get to the shock absorber top mount bolts, you have to take like the whole interior of the car out. So we're going to disconnect this. And I think one of you did this tight, didn't you? Oh yeah. Out we go. That's out. See that? Oh, hello. That can all go down now. There's massive big bolt there and a massive big bolt here and exactly the same on that side. So that's going to undo them and I'm going to stand like that. Should be able to. Oh, whoa! No, we think we're going to get that ramp and put it under it and then that'll hold it. We're going to try it. Darling! Come on, R2, keep up!
This is
What do you
working.
reckon? You reckon that's going to hold it? No. We can give it a go.
Mobile workbench.
Do you think this is going to work?
It's got 2 chances, isn't it? It's so dodgy.
Watch the electrical connectors. Oh, we're just going to crush the electrical
And then
connectors.
going up into the hole. It's going to tip. There's too much weight here, and it's
I
going
think
to
that's
tip.
going to work. I reckon you need to put the pallet a bit further forward.
Yeah, but you can't, can you? Because it's coming off the ramp then.
That's a bit ropey, isn't it?
Is that a good idea?
Oh, wait. On the fuel tank.
No, that ain't going anywhere.
I'm so glad I've got that on camera of you saying that.
Front bolt out. The pallet is flexing in the middle.
Right, what's the car?
Is that the last bolt?
Yeah. It's going to be stuck on the studs a bit though.
The gearbox and the subframe are coming out, and Matt's got that nut on.
What? Are we just going to leave the front of the car if it goes?
Here we go.
I'm scared.
Here we go.
The front. I'm scared of the front. Holy Lord. The pallet is literally holding on for its dear life.
That's the ropiest pallet you could have used.
It's the only one I could find. No rock.
Well, shall we go down then?
No, go up. All the weight come back on this pallet then.
Go in then.
Don't look at that.
Whoa! Scary.
Where's my gearbox stand? Because that's going under the front.
Yeah, there's no way you're tipping that off. But I ain't work under it until it's got a safety prop.
Safety. Our life depends on a block of wood. That's how much we value our lives right now. That and a block of wood. Now, welcome to gearbox of a Nissan GTR. This bit sends power to the front wheels, and this bit sends power from the engine down into the rear wheels, if I am correct. We've got gearbox mounts each side, one there, one there. We think the clutches are inside this area here, well, in fact we know because we YouTubed it. So we're going to try and undo all of these bolts now, and then we can access the clutch. The problem is there's still oil in here, so they might get a bit messy, but that's the risk we're going to take. Whether the pallet will hold up by the end of this video, well, that's for us to find out.
And also that bit of wood.
And then, yeah, we're on a time scale here. I ain't leaving that like that overnight. This has got to go in and out by today.
Why?
What, you think that's going to be like that the tomorrow morning?
What's wrong with it? It's fine.
Look at that.
I guess if a tree falls in, like when no one's around, does it actually fall?
Well, we'd know because it'd be on the floor.
Oh, yeah, does it make a sound? What do you rate the strength of our pallet?
That's my palette.
Okay, what size are these? 10s or 11s?
12s.
Go on then. Oh, it's got oil in it. It's got oil. That's an oil cooler. Why does it cool oil? How does it do that?
The coolant goes round that coil in there.
Yeah.
And then the oil goes through.
Yeah.
And then cools it.
Wow.
The coolant cools the oil, yeah.
I think, has he passed his year 1 now?
Yeah, I think we can sign off on that.
Got level 2 GTC.
You reckon that's just gonna, when I take this last bolt out, it's not gonna move at all?
No.
You said it. He was right. Right, who's holding it? I'm gonna stand as far away as possible because I don't want to get oil waterfall. We ready? Are we ready?
You look like the Teletubbies, works on cars.
Dipset.
Yeah.
Oh, Lala's yellow, isn't it? Okay, so we've realised there is a wire going from this into the bottom of the sump here. So we've got to get the sump off to unplug the wire, then we can lift it out, but the problem is we're kind of resting it on the sump. So I'm thinking, put a few bolts in back here, and then kind of jack this up a bit, and then we'll be able to get to the sump and hopefully get it out, but it's going to be a bit ropey. There's going to be a mess now. We did all that to not get a mess,
Oh
but
no, there's one at the back there that you missed.
What, we're not going to put a tray under it or anything?
we can't. Oh, here it all comes. Oh, it's coming in.
I'm holding it, I'm holding
Oh. Oh.
it. Is it going
It's
my
all
way?
going on with me. You got it? You got it?
What's
I'm letting
that
go.
big long thing?
That's the dipstick thing that the level.
Oh!
The level sensor. The level sensor. I've got it.
Are you sure you got it? I'm letting go.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Yeah, that was quite successful. Apart from all that.
Filter's coming off. Oh. Oh. Where's it go? Where's the?
I took it over there.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, there it is. Is that the one?
Disconnected.
Let's see if now this comes out.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
What, that just made all the difference, that plug, no way.
Oh, it's
Yeah, look, there it is.
Oh, it's heavy.
There's the plug, it's stuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's...
Ooh.
Oh, what did that just come off?
Space on.
What did that just come off?
Came off there.
Is it on that one? Which way round was it? It's got chamfers in it. Oh no, it's Ferrari Mark II.
That way's looking better.
So, what have we got here then? This is valves, and this is the clutch in here. Doesn't look like your normal clutch, because I think they call this DCT, and it is wet clutch in it, because it stays wet. And this is for your front wheel drive. They did say I should change that, but that looks very, very scary. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Wow. I don't even know how it works, but it's just really cool, isn't it? Like, this is so smooth. So this clutch, right, can't buy one from Nissan. So if your clutch goes, you're finished. It's 30 grand or something for a new box along those lines. But you can buy upgraded clutches for a mere £8,415. So I'll be saying no to that.
That's excluding that as well.
Oh my days. Or you can buy a replacement clutch, which is, again, apparently a genuine part, but probably not. £2,300. It says genuine, so we must believe them. Again, no. So, I'll show you our solution, but first, let's remove our clutch. You're going to torque them back up? Yeah. Do you know why the clutch has gone on this? When you tune a car and you put power through it, if there's whatever's the weakest point, which is at the point of failure, is going to be the first thing that goes. Oh my Gideon.
That is well tight. That is definitely going to slip.
No, I don't like that.
No.
Oh,
That's slipping.
that is bad. Oh no.
Is it gone?
That's gone. Do you know when you do like a 5-minute job and then it turns into 5 hours? That's what's just happened right now. Everyone's just witnessed that.
So we're not going home tonight now.
No. That one bolt there has caused us an
Which
issue.
one was it?
Well, there's one bolt left in it, isn't there?
Oh look, it's mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it's an absolute mashed potato. Now it's going to be all metal
Not
in it.
that mashed.
Why is it every time we work on a gearbox, a hammer comes out?
That's how you do it.
Like the most delicate part of the car is always got the most brutal. Is it coming out?
Of course it's coming out.
Do you know why it come out? Hammer.
Got it?
You
I've got the box.
got the box.
You got that?
You said you got the box.
Got the box.
Lied. Right. The thing is.
You gotta get all them all lined up properly, look, when you put it back.
Oh, sugar plum. The thing is with this, it's got to be really clean, so we can't get any dirt on it. So I don't want to put this in a contaminated area. Great. Okay, no contamination. Right. According to my calculations, we should be able to remove the clutch. This has got loads of stuff in it. So when we lift it up, if it all drops out, there's like 99 plates in it.
Do you reckon that's got to come out?
What's that?
Circlip.
What he said?
Yeah! He's doing the circlip.
The circlip. Oh, yeah. That little circlip in there then. I'll get a tool. Here we go. One in one hole, one in the other. Go, go, Power
get a
Rangers.
magnet?
Oh, jeez. Now get Screwy D. Ready? Go. Yeah.
It has done it, innit?
Oh, yeah, it has. It's nearly there.
Would it be easier if I move this phone out of the way?
It might be, yeah.
Yeah!
Right, don't lose that. Move! Right, let's go in there. Move. That is the heaviest thing. Look, they're all the clutch plates inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Loose, isn't there?
That's why it slams gears. Here's the solution. A whole new gearbox. But guess what? You're probably thinking, why don't you just put this gearbox in and it'll solve all the problems? Well, it wouldn't, because this is off a different model year. This has been a rebuilt box and we got it for £3,000 off eBay. He said to us that it's been rebuilt. He might be lying, but we'll find out when we start taking it apart. I think I believe him. The issue is this box won't work in this car because all the valve body and all the solenoids are different and the electrics are different and we don't want to risk it anyway. But the clutches, we've been told by Litchfield that the clutches are the same. So we should be able to transfer the clutches over onto that one and it should all work, providing the clutches on this one are good, which we hope.
Let's do it then! Come on!
Cooler off. Let's go.
Red oil.
Pit stop clutch change. No! No! It's coming off. Go then.
Really?
No. Where's that washer? It might work. Take this off and then put R1 on that and just use the front casing on there. Or should you mix casings or not? Are people going to be like, you shouldn't mix casings?
Yeah, they're going to say that. Yeah.
Do you know what they can do, Matt?
You don't know.
God, all the lie. Because then that way I don't have to lift the clutch. We don't have to take that circlip off this side. It's just, I hope we don't get any oil leaks because if this is married up, like, is this all cast? It is. So we definitely shouldn't change it then, should we?
No, but I'd be tempted to do what you're saying.
Would
I
you?
can't see the casts being that far out.
So, switch the valve bodies.
Yeah, switch the valve bodies, put that casing on the front. Oh, you filming? So, this is off our spare one, and we've seen that this gear probably has about 1 mil of play each side. But when we put on our valve body off our one onto this one, the gear had a bit more play. So what we're going to do is, because this gear is good with that, but we can't use this electrics, we're going to take the gear off this and put it on that one. So then this gear in there will always stay on that car. It's just we're changing over the electrics. So we're hoping we'll be able to do that. Like this gear, I think has got way thicker teeth than that gear. Our gear is a bit more worn. And yeah, it's got too much play in it. Left-handed thread. Whoa, reverse that. Bam, bam, flip it and reverse it. Worth it? Can you work it? Bam, bam, trick it and reverse it.
And that's an interference fit, so if that don't go tight, you lose all your gears, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. It's just going to spin, innit?
Yeah. Let's do this one then.
Go on, then, let's see how flush that one fits on there. Oh, that looked very good. Yeah, I think that looks good. Oh my God, scary. Round it on. Oh my God, he's gone crazy with it.
You told him to round it on.
That's tight.
Oh, no. I would not tighten my wheels with that gun. Right, gears on our old valve body. Here we go. That's better, that fits snug. Right, swaz them in. That bolt is a size round in torque.
Look, I'll show you it's not.
That bolt is round and tight. Right, we can lift it back in then, eh? It's the brand Loctite. Just so we're covering everything here because people are like, why are you putting Loctite on gearboxes? It's a flange sealant and it's a really thin flange sealant which just fills in any little imperfections that you might get if you were to use a different cast gearbox on a but like, obviously we're not doing that, but if you were,
We're just taking precautions.
yeah.
That is never going to leak, and all the excess is going to be going into the gearbox and blocking all the little holes up.
Such a hater.
Oh my God, look at that. Don't start spreading it thin now.
No, I'm running out. Let's put our original casing back on. That's definitely original.
Can you lift it on your own?
I mean, I could lift it on my own, but I'm not going to lift it on my own.
It's heavy.
Yes! Look at that. It's almost like it is R1.
It is.
Swazzed! Clutch is in. We've got to put the oil cooler back on.
Gearbox is ready. This is going to be a tricky bit because we've moved the gearbox now. We can't just put it straight up to the car because we've moved it all around. So this is going to be a bit of a fiddly job of trying to move it, align it with the studs that are coming out of there. In fact, what I'm going to do is apply some grease to the studs and hopefully that will give us a bit more lubricant to slide in. Applying the grease on one, applying the grease on number 2. Okay, all wires and cables looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, slide it in. Toby, look at this. Oh.
Perfect. Stop there, stop there.
Yeah?
Around about there, yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah! Now I can bolt it up.
Nuts are going on. It's almost in.
How's the seat, mate? Stay on the car. Yeah, boy. All we've left to do now is just razz it all up and then we've got to fill it with oil, 10 litres of it, and then we can see whether it works.
Everything's bolted back up. Last things to do, oil. And it just so happens, the oil's just arrived.
Okay, to fill the oil on this, we've done it before, so we're experienced. All we've got to do, first step, crank that off. Yeet! Like that.
If any oil comes out, there's a problem. What are you doing?
So, you're meant to fill it up until oil drops out there every 1 second it was, wasn't it? Remember? Then there's a fill plug here at the back. I've already undone it off camera. Then you undo that, like that. Take that out. Now, you fill through there until it starts dripping out of there. I did the filling last time, so you can do it this time. There you go.
You're used to it then. You're experienced.
No, because you've got to
Bit
learn.
quicker.
Because if I'm not here one day, you might have to do it.
I think it's going to most likely be the other way round. Let's fill it up. Insertion. Oh, it's like giving it an injection.
It's dripping, it's dripping, it's dripping.
It's dripping. Don't know how many litres it's had.
Fair play on your.
Yeah, I told you, look at that accuracy.
That's bang on.
So I've got to start the car and go into first gear for 5 seconds, then second gear for 5 seconds, then back down to first gear, then turn it off. Then we remove the drain plug again until it starts dripping 1 drip per second. And that should be job done. Okay, Okay, now undo the drain plug and it should be 1 drip per second. If it's not, we need to add more.
Moment of truth.
Bit more.
Bit more.
We're gonna add more.
Add more.
I think I'm a bit tall for this.
That's the first.
More.
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 Yeah!
It's coming out.
Yeah.
More. We'll put the bung in. I'll go for gears. That would have cycled it round the system. And then we'll undo the sump plug and do 1 drip per second. Test drive, clean the car. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Max Verstappen's the world champion.
Oh, you've ruined it for us now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we're going to use an accurate measurement to count the seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That'll do.
You weren't even looking at the thing, you were looking at the camera.
Hey, that's got enough in now.
You reckon?
Yeah, believe me.
Hopefully that now works. We've got to put an under tray on, check the coolant, and go see if this works. Because if it doesn't, I don't want to take it apart again. Come on. Good news, we had reverse gear and it reversed out, which is great news. That's a good start. So we know the clutch is engaging. Next up, Jimmy B's here is going to clean it because it's really dirty. And then we'll take it on a test drive and hopefully the rest of the gears work. Clean. Car is now clean. Now we're all hoping that this clutch is actually going to work now. So we need to warm it up. We'll take a gentle drive to the petrol station. That would hopefully warm it up. And if it goes well then, we should be able to punch it. Come on.
Don't let him punch it too hard.
I was going to say, when does he ever drive a car gentle?
Oh, yeah. If it passes this test, it'll pass then.
So trans oil temp is at 35 degrees. So we are just going to take it easy until that oil temp gets to temp. But we've got reverse, which is really good. So at least the car does move. So we've done something. We've done something. It is a bit of a clunky box though anyway, isn't it?
It's
Second
moving.
Gear, 3rd gear. Okay, we're all good at the minute. We were able to move before. The problem we had is when we punched it, 2nd gear and 4th gear used to go wham, wham. Let's see how we get on. So try a little manual mode, get it through the gears in manual. 4th gear, that was our issue last time. At the minute, good. 3rd gear, at the minute, good. We're still a bit cold, so we don't want to go too hard. Okay, we're doing alright. I think we can do a 30% throttle in 2nd gear, 30%.
Oh.
Whoa! It loved a 30% off. Right, I've gone for it.
What? R mode?
R mode.
Oh no. Please, gearbox, stay in
R
one
mode.
piece. Here we go.
Oh yeah, yeah. It actually did a bit of a wheel spin then, and it's not done that before. It was slipping last time. Yes!
Shifting good.
It's doing well. What a car! It's doing well, it's doing alright.
What's the ultimate test?
I think the ultimate test is a launch control.
I think it is.
But like that could be asking for things breaking, couldn't it? Drive shafts and all sorts.
But is a gearbox fixed if it can't launch control?
What I'm saying though is you probably shouldn't launch control when you've just put new oil and a new clutch in.
Yeah, that probably is a good idea.
It's probably not the best idea, is
No.
it? Actually, you know what we need to do?
What?
Pull over and check for leaks.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because we may or may not have put a different part of the gearbox onto the other part of the gearbox. Oh, look at that, looking fresh. How are we looking underneath?
No leaks.
Dry as a bone. Look how cool that looks. Now, I need to tell you guys about a sad thing with this GTR. Let's go to the next location. Boom! We've now fixed what Nissan couldn't fix or don't allow you to fix. And that is a British Racing Green Nissan GTR, one of my all-time favourite cars. And I've done this to match my Gallardo, but I haven't at the same time, because this weekend we're going to release one of the biggest, most ambitious projects that we've ever tried, and for that reason I had to say goodbye to one car. And I don't know why, but it had to be the Nissan GTR, because I genuinely think this is going to be one of the best cars out of my collection for one of you guys. It's an all-round sick car. It's fast, it's four-wheel drive, it's insurable, and it just looks absolutely sick. I will definitely have another one if one come up again, because this has been such a good car. And to top that, one of you are going to take it for £9.95. £9.95, and this is going to be yours, because it's going on High Speed Competition website until November the 14th. That was it, wasn't it? November the 14th. The tickets are now open. If you're still watching, what are you doing? Go and click the link in the description box below to go and grab a ticket to be entered to win this. If you don't want to enter in, or you don't like competitions, you don't have to enter. There's no obligation for you to enter. I'll still keep making videos, and I thank you for your support all the time. Even commenting, liking, or watching the videos supports the channel. But if you do fancy this GTR, and it is absolutely sick, I wouldn't lie to you, you can enter in and you can get a ticket. It only takes one ticket to win, and so we've had so many other winners. We've had winners of the M3, the M5, the Porsche Cayman S, so many other winners, and it's been life-changing results. If you won this for £9.95 next week, good on you. But also, if you are entering in, we're saying this now, you're obliged to be on camera. People want to see you pick up the car, because some people didn't want to be on camera, and we want to show everyone how happy you're going to be to pick that up. £9.95. Competition ends 14th of November. Unfortunately, it's UK only. We're nearly there with getting it abroad. We're nearly there with getting it abroad, but it is UK only. If you don't like the competitions, if people are going in the comments now saying, I don't like them, you don't have to enter, mate. It's fine. It's fine. This is what you get. Let's do a full pan. You'll get this with a key and pretty much a full tank of fuel.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because it was full until I drove it here.
All right.
And it's had all the things done to it that you needed. Service, intercooler, stage 2. It's had a clutch in it. Full service on the gearbox. This is an absolute sick car, and you can do with it as you wish. You could sell it, you could drive it, you could daily it, you could racetrack it. I love this car, and I really didn't want it to go, but Hannah won't let me keep all of them. It's a sad day, but a happy day for one of you guys, because next week you'll be picking this up. We're going to be live streaming the live draw November the 14th at 9 PM on the Mark II channel with High Speed Competitions. We'll be reporting live and calling the winner live on this channel. On top of that as well, it's not only the GTR that you enter to win, there's also cash prizes as well with that £9.95 that you enter in. Go to High Speed Competitions to find out. Link is in the description. You just got to answer a simple question. Yeah, we'll see one of you guys, hopefully next week, collecting the key for my Nissan GTR, which sad for me, but again, this is why we do it. We want to see one of you guys happy for just £9.95. See you guys this Sunday, and then I'll see you again for the live draw November the 14th. Peace out.